you talk about the conscious symptoms, which I think is really interesting. So the conscious symptoms of your clients: insomnia, depression, anxiety, phobias. So all these symptoms are basically a product of a much deeper issue.
Yes, generally a product of our own past trauma and pain.
Right.
That we repress because we are a part of society like everybody else.
Yeah.
Because we've been shamed into, if you get told enough times not to worry, then you stop worrying externally and you worry internally. Again, if you look at culture and you look at the Western world compared to other developing countries where they are still far more tribal and ceremonial in the way that they live their lives, they don't struggle with the same issues because they process their emotions in a different way. We need our feelings to move through us. So a lot of the work that I do is very exploratory, and we're working, and it can feel like we're just jumping around and where's this going? And what you're finding is that actually symptoms dissolve as you start to kind of reconcile and integrate and experience and explore the things that have hurt that we've put in boxes. We're all very good at putting things in boxes, and we don't want to go and get them out and take the lid off and see what's inside because we're scared of feeling.
Right.
We're meant to feel all our feelings, and some of those feelings are hard. Part of this work, coaching industry, I think makes us believe that if we do it all right and we tick all the boxes and we're mindful and we meditate and we get outside and we get empowered, that life isn't going to be hard anymore, or we're not going to be sad about things anymore, or we're not going to be hurt by stuff. It's not true. Life is about feeling all feelings, but it's getting to a place where we feel safe to feel the hard feelings and be in the hard place. We've talked about this before. It's kind of getting better at feeling sad.
Yeah.
Getting better at feeling pain. What do we make it mean? We have so much shame around feeling anxiety. We have so much shame around feeling pain. We feel lesser than if things bother us. Being able to roll with those feelings, if you didn't have the shame around it, wouldn't be quite so hard to stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
So doing that work, I think, is really, really important.
This really resonated with me. It was in your bio, and you said, I wasn't living a life, I was living patterns and habits. And it really made me think about my patterns and habits.
Good.
Really is. And then I started getting a bit confused between my patterns, habits, and then routine.
Yeah.
So from your experience and your perspective, how can I differentiate between that? Between what is my routine and what's my habit?
Well, what works and what doesn't?
To ask myself that.
Yeah, because
what do you mean by work?
Well, we're looking for problems all the time in human. It's like human nature. We're looking for the problem, but
what's wrong?
If it's not a problem, it's not a problem. If you're doing something every day that fills you up and feels great and is serving you and your relationship, why would you? That's great. That's a routine.
That's true. If it's very simple answer.
If something's kind of if you can see yourself repeatedly having the same argument with your children, repeatedly feeling frustrated by the same things, repeatedly feeling stuck, repeatedly snapping at your partner over the same things, those are patterns. You're in habits and loops. They're not serving you. You're doing something repeatedly that's putting you in a place of discomfort, dissatisfaction, frustration. Then we need to look at that. But if it's working in terms of I feel good, I feel alive, I feel strong and I feel powerful, I think that's really a really important thing, because sometimes we don't feel good and we do feel sad, we are having a hard time, but in our essence we still feel powerful, we still have got this. That's great, because that's life. So I would say a routine is something that works and a pattern is something that doesn't.
That really makes sense. And about noticing how much it repeats.
Yeah, oh God, look, I'm here again. Because it will repeat.
Because if there's a pattern that is constantly, and you're like, however small it is, it's...
doing what you always did, get what you always got.
Exactly.
And nothing changes if nothing changes, which was my favourite. Because people don't want to change.
I love that, yeah.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
That's a good quote.
Actually, as someone I did some work with a long time ago said it to me, and I carry it forward. Nothing changes. It's true. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Like, how badly do you want change? Because we all want independent, autonomous, self-confident, joyful, happy children. that know their mind and will speak their mind, but not if it means we have to change, really. Not if we have to do that. We want them to do the work. We want them to do the work. Really, we need to just show them how to be that. That's the best. That is, if you want those children, do it. Be it yourself and invite it when they show their strengths.
Okay.
We don't go, oh yeah, be really autonomous and like really know your own mind, but not with me.
Yeah.
Not with me. I'm going to tell you what to do and
Yeah.
think. Don't challenge me, challenge everyone else.
I've got a very quick fire round. Just answer yes or no.
Oh God. Okay, that's really
Should we
hard.
push our kids to do homework if they don't want to do it?
No.
Is there a different approach to boys and girls?
Yes, there's a different approach to people.
Okay. Is there such thing as middle child syndrome?
Yes.
Is motherhood nature or nurture? You can say nature or nurture. Not yes or no.
Is motherhood nature or nurture? Nurture.
Interesting.
I think it's bullshit that mothers should feel like they should know what the hell to do. I have got no idea how to raise a 15-year-old because I haven't had one.
Well, I actually agree. I think it's nurture too.
That's one of the biggest things we struggle against is that we think we should know what we're doing.
Well, a lot of people, I've been talking about it with my friends at the moment about this whole idea of, are we born to like be like instinctive mothers? And absolutely not.
I
There's
think
no way. We are learning it every day, and we're muddling by, and we're doing our best. And
that kind of honesty and ownership is the best thing we can give our kids. When we own our own humanness, we give them the opportunity to own their own humanness too.
And say sorry, I messed up to them.
I'm
and that's
sorry,
okay.
I messed
Because
exactly.
we're human, and we're never gonna do the perfect things.
No, we're definitely not. I think the only thing we're really born with is that we're all good. We're all born good. And if we can remember that we're not born calculated and we're not born trying to screw with each other, all comes back
Something
to we're born good.
happens to create those behaviours. But that is for another conversation,
Another time.
because we are coming to the end now, and I want to thank you so much.
Thank you for
This has
having
been
me.
so interesting, and everyone's very lucky to have listened to you talk about that.
Thank you for listening to me.